They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never...
In my county, in Hernando County, we have big row houses. Mm-hmm. And we're a farming district. Mm-hmm. And so I really do trust our farmers, you know, because their stuff is undercover.
That's good.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. And everybody's going to need to work together. I think community-based growing is something that's so important, but you've got to have a community that's willing to realize there's a problem.
And they don't realize that, because I mean, I have neighbors that will actually eat what comes out of their greenhouse, although the top of their greenhouse is maybe just the pickets from the deck. It is not completely covered. So they're getting their natural rainwater still on it, and they're eating it. And that really bothers me. I know people that are doing that. And, you know, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing is I also always tell people you want your thick-skinned fruits and vegetables. You know, like the thicker the skin, your oranges, your melons, the thicker the skin, the better. Because then you're not, you know, you peel the skin.
Right.
I tell everybody, if you're going to eat apples, you take the skin off the apple.
I agree.
You know, if you're going to eat anything, no grapes. I don't even do grapes anymore.
No.
Especially if they come from here.
Right.
I won't do grapes.
I don't buy anything from here anyway.
Yeah.
I make sure it's from Peru or you know, Central America.
And it's sad. It's sad, you know. Now, these people have horrible rashes, and I'm not going to make her show her rashes in this. It's something that they have boils, they have lesions. The boils move from one area to the other of their skin subcutaneously. They have subcutaneous bruising. They have, I'm seeing photos now of telltale lesions that have like very dark centers in those lesions that I can tell you I know exactly what it is. And there's names for it. I like to call it neurocutaneous syndrome. But I'm seeing that, and that goes along. A lot of times these people will have crawling, they'll have biting feelings, they'll have itching, that they want to just, it's to the bone. They feel like they want to take a knife and cut it out because it just right to the bone. And we have ways of working with that. You have to use essential oils. You cannot use any kind of fragrance oils. And that's pretty much where I come in as a formulator. Also, the rashes, and David, we'll see, you've probably already seen the rashes that I got immediately after putting my hands in that water.
Hello.
We'll definitely edit that one.
Thank you, David. That water's not filtered like the other. You should be drinking the other water.
You should be drinking the other water, David.
It's amazing how it tastes, too.
Our cameraman
has screwed up.
But that's okay. He's working for nothing. So he can screw up. Because I can't afford to pay him a whole lot. But we'll be fine. The vision changes and sensitivity to light.
Yes.
I noticed that.
Yes. I have like almost a white halo. If I look at something, then I'll turn I'll turn and look at something else, and I can see the same image, but when I'm looking at something else. But I also, when I'm looking out there, there's always a white halo around something if it's an object. Okay. And
like an aura.
It's an aura, and then sometimes I have even noticed where I am so entranced that my eyes start crossing,
right.
And I have to stop myself from doing that because I know that's not good for my eyes.
Right.
So I have gotten some sunglasses. They're polarized, but I don't wear them as often as I should unless I know I'm going to be in the sun. But even when I'm on the deck and I'm looking at it, that white sand and the gulf out there, I know it's bad.
Yeah.
And I should be probably wearing my sunglasses even if I'm in the shade.
Definitely, because if you're talking, brain fog and neurological problems, then you're talking your eyes and your optic nerve, and that can be very disconcerting.
And in the mornings when I wake up, there's always a lot of stuff in it.
A lot of film.
And I have to clean my eyes out.
And what do you use?
I just use water.
Okay.
But I've noticed my dog has the same issues. She's getting a lot of that too.
Animals are going to be affected.
She is affected. I know she is.
And animals will become. I mean, the thing that I have learned so much on this journey, but I've learned that we can't separate ourselves from Mother Earth.
No.
There's no degree of separation between us and our environment. And that's what's so gut-wrenching about this. To see, first of all, to see people that were perfectly healthy, August 13th, diarrhea, rashes, nausea, vertigo. She had to get on meclizine for the vertigo, Imodium to stop the diarrhea, and Bactrim. Bactrim is a good sulfa. Then August 26th, chest pains, coughing, sore throat, chest x-ray and lab work are all coming back normal. Well, docs, let me tell you something. They will come back normal if they're chemical. If it's chemical toxicity, it will come back normal. So you guys need to step up to the plate, and you need to learn about environmental medicine, because these people need to be treated by environmental medical people. And the ERs are telling these people that they're just, anxiety. You just have anxiety. What about chemical toxicity don't you people get? And this is, there are a few good docs out there, but they're not enough stepping up to the plate to do the right thing for these people, and we're begging for you. Then she had nausea, vertigo, October 21st. Nausea, vertigo, sinus infection. So she needs to be on Valium. And docs, these people are so stressed and scared, and they can't sleep. Their sleep habits have changed.
Yes.
You need to give them something to help them sleep. Give them some Valium. Give them, don't be afraid of addiction, because these people do need Valium or some Xanax.
It's highly controlled.
Yeah.
It's very highly controlled.
Yeah.
I have to go back every, so many months. So,
yeah.
They follow you.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no problem.
Then she had to have nebulizers, then prednisone. The last thing I would recommend, and I'm not a physician, but the last thing I'm going to recommend is do not give these people any steroids. They're already bloated. They're already, Lisa Nelson, let her be. Let her witness and her testimonial, let it be known that she was given high-dose steroids.
Enough to kill a horse, quote unquote.
Enough to kill a horse. And these people are having problems processing, physically processing things and getting rid of waste. And you dump prednisone and heavy-duty steroids on these people, and you are going to blow them up, and you are going to make them sicker. So that's just from a nursing perspective. You may think I'm crazy, but do not dump prednisone into these people. It's going to make a bad situation worse. Then she had to be on Z-Packs. This is 2011.
Yeah.
Wheezing, January 24th. Then she had to get on a different nebulizer. Another sinus infection.
Yes.
All right. On June 1st, 2011, she had a mammogram done. And it came back, changed.
I don't know if I want to talk about this.
It's okay. It came back with a change in density, and they're rescheduling for June the 16th, 2011. It is my prayer that what this comes back as is calcifications. It's my prayer that it will come back calcifications, because we are begging you, I'm begging you, that these people have been through enough. And I'm begging you to please take them seriously, because I'm not going to watch one more person die from this, and this girl is not going to die. And I will fight, and y'all better start fighting for each other, because what you are doing, what many of you are doing out there, is you are banding together and you're tearing each other apart. And it's got to stop, because you're not working together. And it ain't about the money, because when you guys start getting sick, and you guys start getting the effects of what these people are getting, then you're going to be begging for help. So if you're working this for the money, and if you're working this spill to see how much money you can make, and you're working this spill and you're supposed to be an advocate for money, then you better get out of it. You know, I am appalled at the behavior of the community of people that are ripping each other off. I have taken my time and my dime to do this, and I have not taken anything from anybody. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit around and watch you people use these people for money. Your life has changed.
Yes. Yes.
So I want you to look at that camera, and I want you to tell your brothers and sisters out there, you have seen the ugly. You've seen the ugly over money. Mm-hmm. You've been in the thick of it. And I want you to tell them how you feel, and I want you to tell the government how you feel and what you want.
How I feel is that we've been pushed aside, number one. I had hopes in the beginning. I did. I really had hopes that when the oil spill hit, that they would do the right thing, that they knew what they were doing. I respected them for that. And with the testing and with the effects from that, we're finding out that maybe the best choices weren't made. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that our government couldn't stand up to the plate. It's unfortunate that they didn't do the correct testing to even allow us to know what chemicals were in that Corexit until just recently. And what was the question again?
Talk to the people that you've been trying to fight this fight with.
Okay. I have to get my train of thought again. Back to how this was all handled. I think it was all handled very damaging to where it's not we the people anymore. I feel that it was a big cover-up. They wanted to make sure that beaches were clean, that the tourism was coming in, that the seafood was safe, that they were going to make sure that anybody that came down here was going to eat that seafood and go in the water. And they were going to spend their money at the restaurants and at the rentals, the property management, whatever else. If you're in a larger area and the bar's very quiet, not like Pensacola, Fort Walton, or Destin. But what I saw the shame of it all was when I would walk the beaches and I saw the damage and destruction that was done, and there were children playing in the Corexit with their bucket and their shovel, and they didn't realize how poisonous it was and how it was going to affect them because they didn't realize it. And that's the shame of it all. And the shame of it all, too, is that they still don't realize it.
Say to me how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen